nation on its own. It's been a time that you've been waiting for, and we all game with everything that we have to do today. The day is the day that you predicted, and let's hear if your predictions are on the right spot since you don't know how to spell wheels. And since you don't know how to spell Rheonomy, and then you expect what? Kanye, it's up to you, down to me. Let's go.
We've kickstarted the show with fun and laughter. Mr. Shaba is joining us, of course, 7 minutes after 2 right now. I know you guys have been anticipating this show today. We've got Siyamakula Peter Luyima, President and CEO of Weownomy, joining us on the Zoom meeting live with us right now on air. Welcome to it. It is the lunchtime exclusive. My name is Kanye_T. Joining me is Mr. Shaba. Will be your host right up until 3 p.m. WhatsApp us on 078 910 8259. You can also telegram us on 078 832 1046. Don't forget to catch us on Facebook at Mzanzi Joburg City FM, and of course on Twitter and Instagram at Mzanzi JCFM. Let's kickstart the show. Of course, I know you guys have been anticipating it. 8 minutes after the hour 2 right now. Second lap of the show. We're chasing 3 p.m. But we have your CEO with us, and I know you guys are so excited. Looking forward to it. He is with us right now. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. How are you, Kanye?
I'm very well, thank you. Welcome to it.
Happy. Everyone is very excited, and we have a great deal that we're going to share today. So as you do the interviews, I'll just be, trying to interface it with the presentation so that we can really make it more interactive for co-owners and make it historical. Today is an historical day indeed.
It is a historical day indeed, and for all those who have been anticipating it, waiting to hear everything from you that's got to do with Weownomy, the wedding day especially,
Yes, absolutely. So, it's a big global thing. It's very exciting. And I've been watching everything in the groups, and I can see the enthusiasm, the excitement, and that is it. This is the day, and people can be able to really see it. And I'm very excited that we have finally come to the D-Day, and let's really prepare people and let them also be able to understand the whole picture and all that we're really getting ready to get set ourselves. So the future is here, and everyone is going to be excited today, absolutely.
Absolutely, and the future is now. If you haven't joined Rheonomy, I don't know where you've been. Go to www.rheonomy.global to find out more about what it offers and, of course, what it entails. We've got tons of questions on Telegram to ask your one and only CEO today, and he will be with us right up until the hour 3 p.m. Right, Mr. Shaba?
Yeah, my CEO, how are you?
I'm great, Nade Shaba. How are you? Happy. Yes. I saw you the other day when you came to Lesotho, and I'll be very happy to see you more oftenly. And it will be great if you can go around to all of the different countries to see all our co-owners.
No, that is true. That is the main formation of the planning that we are willing to take as Mzanzi Joburg City FM, to go each and every door and knock, wake them up even when they're in the bedroom, to tell them that we are here and we are here to stay, and nobody else can shake us out of this.
Absolutely.
My CEO, we had a lot of blindage on Saturday. We actually had a talk with the IT team. We had a talk with Ntatel Chebele. They take us through everything. Openly, Ntatel Chebele came in, bunch it up, and being on top of his game. And also later on, he even had to put the last nail, which was put on Jesus Christ there on the cross, to say we are here to stand and we are here to move mountain. What more can you actually give us with the IT team working all around 24 hours, working for the people, working for the co-owners from your own side?
We have an amazing team. I can really tell you this journey has been, it's a miracle to see where we are and what we have accomplished, and actually how I came to know about the Delta Belly and the whole vision that we have today. I can't really credit myself, I credit every one of them. And again, I credit each one of the listeners out there to really make sure that we have a unique platform, a unique way of how we can really turn around the whole global community in a very wonderful way. I would like to say that I think the whole concept of our whole IT team was started by one of our directors when we had a team in South Africa, but I was so surprised that we have great brains all over Africa, and Delta Belly being one of them, assembled, I think there were around 3 of them when we started with initially. And we wanted to do a unique initiative. We approached the Central Bank of Lesotho, and we wanted to change the capital markets of Lesotho, and became a very good idea. We can have a simple OTC, that's over-the-counter market program, and then see how we can help different unique projects in Lesotho, because our whole passion was all about, there's so many different ideas out there, but we need a platform that can actually empower people and can actually finance their ideas. And that's the idea that we had to share with the central bank, and we did a lot. And the IT team that you see today, they're the brains behind what you guys are using right now was actually going to be a simple OTC platform. But again, it took some time to really get through. And the whole concept was to actually revitalize the Maseru securities market, the stock exchange in Lesotho, which up to now has not yet started. And so we wanted to do that using the best technology, using our the best brains. And we couldn't really get that working as fast as we wanted. And that's how we went and formed AEX, that's in South Africa. By then we have maybe more than 600 shareholders who we had assembled by then. The idea behind AEX was still to set up a stock exchange in South Africa. So we have a network of powerful technology team who have a stock exchange specialists that SEDEC exchange. But again, as you know, God has ways of doing things. And this all went through to what we have today. And now the IT team is serving a global platform, no longer what we thought like a stock exchange or what, but now it's a global platform globally, a new alternative social media platform. Then in addition to that, we also have another global IT team that is working on our own Rheonomy chat, Rheonomy web. We have another IT team that is working on Rheonomy Pay. We have another IT team that is also working on the bank. So the whole ecosystem is amazing and where we are, and I really salute them. And I think this is just going greatly, greatly, greatly. And so as I just told you, I just want to take you through just to really engage most of our co-owners with the slides here today. We are live on Mzanzi radio station, and we want to witness the world's first live Weownomy 3D virtual crypto wedding expo. So the future is now, and we want to make it easier. I remember when you came to Lesotho, you had ways to really understand, before people really understand what Weownomy is. But looking in the groups today, I've realized that our people are very intelligent if you just leave them to do what they do best. And they do understand there are 2 things in Rheonomy: being creative and being disruptive. And I think that is one of the best things that I've seen with them. So to just indulge you or to engage you, you can allow me just to take some few times as we go on together with the participation that we have there. So as you know, today is all about the wedding day, and people want to know, are we announcing the date? Are we postponing it, or are we launching it in December? So that's very interesting. And so people want to know what is happening. And again, it makes the whole project to be very exciting, because we have a very complex project, but when we talk about the wedding day, we want to simplify, make it more simpler. So as you know, Weownomy will be hosting a 3-day event of the most modern virtual event. Artificial intelligence power technologies will also be involved to make Weownomy Day memorable. And your dream wedding, what do we mean when we talk about your dream wedding? And again, your future has arrived. So this is your time to share anywhere in the world. So it means a big deal to you who's listening, especially a co-owner, and I believe many other people who are not yet part of us, but they're just interested to really understand this whole concept of what we really have. It's one historical approach to launch a global currency. If we had not had Bitcoin, if we had not had Ethereum, if we had not had any cryptocurrencies out there, the opportunity that you see today could have been totally different, could have been limited. But because that opportunity is available, and the whole world, just like you, and you guys are very creative, you just want to figure out what does cryptocurrency mean? What is all of these different complexities about social media platform and all that we have. And we're trying to make it much more simpler, because we're dealing with different people. We're dealing with the educated, uneducated, and want them, all of them, to really have that enjoyment, to really feel that they're part of it. So we are not going to have technical terms today. We just want to make sure that all the presentation is right. So this is the right time for your future. The right time has arrived. The right time to live your dream, and absolutely the right time to change. So absolutely everyone knows we're excited to announce that the Weownomy Wedding Expo is finally here. What does that mean? It means you own the currency of kindness, and the currency of kindness, you are officially going to exchange vows as a project, as an individual, in many different ways. And I'm very happy with our co-owners. You guys, I can't stop, to be amazed. When we do presentations, you take things very seriously. And I've got a lot of communications from different people. You have already taken Weownomy much further. I got a communication from Namibia. Most of the real estate people there, they're interested, and they approached me and they said, Rheonomy has approached us. They talked about Weownomy, and we would like to have Weownomy purchase most of our properties. In South Africa, I also got the same, get the same opportunity from Rheonomers who also went out to some of the property agencies who want to cover the whole of South Africa. So that's amazing what you guys are doing. You're very, very, very creative. And that's the biggest opportunity to really have you guys really make this the best of what we really believe is going to be powerful. Now, Dadeshaba, I'll just do the presentation up to the slide. Today, the slides are very few. I'll do the presentation up to the slide, which is going to make the announcement, but I'll stop there before I make the announcement. And then you can ask me as many questions, even up to tomorrow, next week. I have no problem. So we can engage with our people.
Yes. Okay, no, you can go through, sir. You can go through. But now, before you go through, you said you're going to stop. What is your predictional date?
It's going to happen. The prediction date, you're just going to, it's not a prediction. Today is an official announcement that is coming. But before I make the official announcement, I just want to really create that preparatory arrangement so that people really understand what is going to happen on the wedding day. It's just like a proper wedding. Before we have that date, we know the date. I know the date. You guys don't know the date. So it's totally different when I see all of you guys in the group talking and stuff, and I just know the date. Even the people close to me don't know the date, and they're just seated around me here looking, and they're just like wondering what is going to happen. So just like I said, let me just give you this a little bit of the heads up of all the presentation. What's the Weownomy Wedding Expo is absolutely a very serious thing. We have done very greatly in the media. So we are well received globally. There's great notice globally. And the purpose of the Weownomy Wedding Day, a lot of people think of one thing, the cash out. The cash out is so big, so important, and that's part of the wedding day. But again, it's a global phenomenon where people for the first time are going to understand the simplicity of how you can actually introduce unity, love, and the celebration of people, understanding the most important impact of what the whole concept, which is very complex. I mean, when you talk about cryptocurrency, when you talk about blockchain, and that's not what we're talking about. We're talking of a celebration of different countries, a celebration of your personal income lives, a celebration of the pain, the struggles that you've gone through. But finally, you are going to stand out individuality. Your individuality is going to be known as a Rheonomy. And again, the most important thing is just going to be one of the best representation, a testimony of what it is. So we're going to have 3 days of live stream, and we're going to have a virtual event platform. So that means everything will be virtually, but the other co-owners were interested to have the physical presence, but again, to limit challenges with all the regulations and stuff like that, we wanted to have everything virtual, and again, COVID and all that. And one-on-one with our partners, we're going to invite Pan-African People's Alliance and World Peace Tracts. So those ones are going to bring the whole community. They have over 3 million people who will also be able to listen in and to watch and see what is going to happen. We're going to have a streaming event, which will start like from 10 in the morning up to 10 at night. So there's going to be a lot of activities. Our co-owners who know how to sing, the poems, anything that you can do if you want to have a lot of airtime to really participate, you will participate. We'll have an agenda, which you guys can feel. I'm very excited with the groups that have been formed around the wedding day. So those groups can also participate individually, and they can also have that presentation. I'm very excited. I'll be able to show you some of the exemplar presentations of what you are. And you guys already, with what I'm seeing in the groups, you're extremely, very clever, and you're extremely prepared. And I think that is something very wonderful. And so don't undermine yourself, and know that you guys really take things seriously, and the world needs to see that. So the celebration is not about Weownomy alone. The celebration is about a new currency of kindness, a new ecosystem that we have with Rheonomy, and what we're celebrating together, inviting the world in a very unique, special way. So that's amazing. As again, before we have that announcement for the wedding day, we need all our co-owners and everyone globally who's watching this to understand the ecosystem. Rheonomy Chat, Rheonomy Web, Rheonomy Pay, Weownomy the currency of kindness, and we have our own digital bank, Rheonomy Digital Bank. So that's the whole thing that is part of the whole ecosystem of Rheonomy. And that means all of you will have a place to make some unique presentations around these important section entities of our ecosystem. We will have 3 days of live streaming at the Weownomy Wedding Expo. Be your best. That is the most important thing. You can't come out as someone who's just coming to cash out, which is very important, but be your best. and you're brilliant. You just need to be reminded and prepare and make sure that you can be able to really come up with something, because we are going to have a unique virtual event with breakout rooms. You will have attendees, different interactions that are going to be happening. So the 3 days of live stream, it's very important. We have relevant attendee interactions. So we'll have interactions between the different countries, Lesotho, South Africa, Namibia, Eswatini, Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, Burundi, Rwanda. All of them need to really come out and do those different presentations. And then look what is happening. Every presentation plays a very unique impact in your different countries. Just the presentation alone provides an easier way to reach out to as many people globally, because they will be able to see an event platform that has relevant interactions. And don't think that this is a small thing. This is much bigger than you guys can think possible, because many people out there will now clearly understand what Rheonomy is. Many people have tried to label us quite a lot of different names, or this is a scam or stuff like that. But this is a unique revolution, and a peaceful revolution. We are not out there to compete with any race. All the races are all together, and it's very important. And we're very excited to have our strategic partners, the Pan-African People's Alliance, and and also the World Peace Body. They'll also be joining us, and we're going to have artificial intelligence powered matchmaking. So what the powered matchmaking means, that we can now be able to see the different unity in the history of the world. There's never been a project like Rheonomy that allows people to love and celebrate the unity. And I've seen that in the group. Initially, it started more with the same challenges that we have, but I've seen as we grow and all the interactions, most of you have become very friendly. People know people from South Africa, they know from Namibia, they know from Eswatini, and it's a unique culture that is just built around Weownomy, and that's amazing. It has never happened. Initially, you had to travel to different countries, and it takes you long to relate with those people. But now, everyone is in all of these different groups, and I'm in most of those groups, actually, or all of those groups, and I can see the unity that is out there. And one thing that I've realized is that all of us have the same challenging problems. And so we are learning to really solve these problems together. So we're gonna have video conferencing, easy meeting schedules. Schedules will come out. Rheonomy co-owners in different countries will be able to make presentation. Everyone, no one will be left out. This is your best time. And this presentation that you're making on the wedding day, you will be paid for. So that's unique. So what you're doing is amazing, and it's going to be monetized. So we want that to go in history. As you get your payday, in addition with your participation, you'll also be able to be paid. And that's something very important. The Pan-African People's Alliance and World Peace Tracks, they will also be signing their major partnership with us. We're also going to have projects which will also be showcasing. And we're going to have a unique, we have the home ownership, the debt-free home ownership program, which will also go live. And we already have, properties already in Namibia, properties in South Africa, properties in Botswana, people who are ready to participate in signing. And that's going to be very amazing, because we need to use that day for any of the different activities that are required, including the cash outs for the different Weownomers. We have 30,000 of them who will be participating, so that's very important. And then we're going to have multiple live stream for attendees. So if there's anything that you think is very important to be showcased in Lesotho, showcased in South Africa, showcased in Ghana, and everything, be the very first one to bring that out, because the documentary that we're going to make, that's going to come out of here, is going to be very, 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 very interactive, and it will go global. So we'll be able to share it with all the different medias, and you will not have any problem with sending the word out there. And why is the wedding day very important? And why is it important that it should happen earlier, not in November, but in October? The reason why the wedding day is going to happen in October, we need to allow a great deal of people globally to understand Rheonomy chart. We can't just have the wedding day of Weons without including our ecosystem, because it will give us a lot of challenge to actually really market the other one. So if we have Weons and then we have the whole ecosystem that Weons is going to build around, I think that is going to be amazing. So we'll have multiple live stream for attendees, a live stream for people cashing out, a live stream for Rheonomy chat, a live stream for people presenting, live stream for different projects also working out, live stream for Pan-African People's Alliance and World Peace Tracks also participating, and a live stream of Weon's airdrops, live stream of Mzanzi radio station doing their best. So we're going to have all these important things. So just to give you a picture of what I'm talking about, the live stream, I just want to show you quickly what it is. Mzanzi radio station is still with you. I want to just rush this presentation, and then I can take as much questions, and then I'll only be remaining with announcing the official day. Let me just take you to the live stream quickly so that we can just give you an understanding of what the live stream will be like. All right. Okay. So this is the team that did this virtual event. They're going to do it for us as well. So this is an example of what our wedding day will be. So they did this, they captured it in the documentary. It's a 3-minute thing, but it gives you a feel of what the 3-day wedding day will be, and your participation and everything that you do, we're going to showcase it, okay?
Please welcome your host, Juan Gabin, Public Affairs and Communications Manager.
Thank you. Thank you everyone for the lovely warm reception. It's lovely to see all of you joining us virtually. Please take a moment and just wave at us.
So at this moment in South Africa will be represented by Mzanzi radio station, because they need like a physical, they'll be in the studio, and we can have Kanye now being there doing the presentation, interacting with the different viewers.
Good to see all of you on screen.
I will take the opportunity to invite Emil, my boss, and our CVP for business area, Bamiak, to give his message and guidance to the South Africa team. Emil, welcome. Hope you can hear me, and thank you so much.
I hear you, Venkat. Do you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Wonderful. Then thank you very much for the invitation to join you all here today.
So Zanele and Lula, welcome. It's good to see you.
Hi, good morning,
Thank you, Lebo.
Good to see you too.
Thank you so much, Zanele, for that.
So at that point, we can also have different countries with their different presentations being coordinated in Mzanzi radio station at the same time. So it will be something very interactive for everyone.
Update. And then we also have virtually joining us, of course, the South African management team. And we also still have our Bamiak management team. Welcome back to you all. And we are now going.
At this point, you can be able to see the digital spaces. So every individual will have his own digital space. If you want to speak through your digital space, that is going to be good. The speakers, you can see them just pop right there. And so the presenters will be in South Africa directly in the studio.
Going into the Q&A, I believe now we've got Ruby on the line. Ruby, welcome.
Hi, Leko. Yes, hello from a lovely, hot and sunny Cape Town. This question is directed at Emil, and I wanted to know, is Novo Nordisk looking at supplying frontline employees with the COVID vaccine?
Oh, that's a good question. There's actually, Execman has been discussing the whole vaccine issue in great detail.
This is inspiring a new generation of young entrepreneurs to surpass.
At this point, those important videos that I see in the groups, they'll be, like interfacing as we talk, and then we can play your different videos in different countries. So it's very important you really do the best of what you're doing currently.
Mediocrity and strive for greatness. Please welcome the one and only Mzanzi.
Thank you so much for having me here. Holy shit, what an introduction. I feel thoroughly unprepared. So first, thank you so much for having me here, to the team and to everybody that's watching this conversation. I'm really humbled that you've invited me. It's my very first engagement this year. And I'm looking forward to what I think is going to be a 2021, certainly far better than the year 2020. What is this studio we are talking from? So I'll just invite my colleagues here so that you can see what studio we are talking from here. It's all just a green mask behind me. Yeah, and it's just a technology that made everything work. So just join me, guys, here, and then have a fantastic 2021. We'll all catch up whenever possible. Thank you so much.
That's great. So we can also have some few shareholders or co-owners who can also go and participate in the studios. We can have 5 or 2. Now, before I go further, I just picked up some of your presentations. So I just want to give you more motivation. So I saw one in particular from Lesotho, and I would like to share with you what it is to just motivate others who are also doing the same thing. So let me just try and share it. Let me hope that you guys can see it.
Today is a special day, a day of the wedding of Rheonomy and SADEX and other many companies. Rheonomy, Rheonomy, we are celebrating. Wedding day, we are celebrating. We are celebrating. All the nations, we are celebrating. We are celebrating. All the nations, we are celebrating. We are celebrating. Listen to Weownomy, Weownomy, my future, my bride, my currency of kindness. Without you, Weownomy, I'm nothing. Look at the Weownomy world we have. Weownomy Pay, Weownomy Chat. With Weownomy, we do digital banking. By Weownomy, we mean free debt. Yours is our offer to the nations. Free yourselves, kindness has come. Yours, our beautiful baby. Bless us, come wedding day, come. Thank you, Daddy Peter, Lesotho Lesotho.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. That is exactly, very simple. You guys are bright, very brilliant, very clever. And that's what I'm talking about, that you just need to be creative. Just seeing what, with that video from Lesotho, they've actually captured the whole ecosystem, explaining everything and making everything simple for anyone who's, who's listening out there. They can really see what we're talking about. So that's what's going to happen. And just to take you far, the whole interaction, our intended interactions, as you know, we'll have the live stream session on various topics, Rheonomy chat, to Rheonomy pay, to Rheonomy web version. And so that's very, very critical. And we definitely will have Rheonomy participants dealing with us. And each nation will have the specific content. So whatever content provided, you're able to talk about the Rheonomy ecosystem, it's very important. Share something about Rheonomy to make the event memorable. That's very powerful. Meeting schedules, celebrate Weon's wedding day, tell the world what they need to know about Rheonomy and your experience. So that's amazing and very important at this historical time. And further to that, you'll have access to everything you need for an unforgettable celebration. So this is big, and this is can really lead us to not only our target of 3 million people, but it's just going to lead us to a lot of people. The reason this wedding day is very important, the Pan-African People's Alliance World Peace Body, they already have a huge network, and they can easily be able to help us. And not only that, we also have different, it's easier to package our message. So our message, people will now be able to understand what Rheonomy is without guessing, without saying, what is this? And again, it will also bring the best out of you, because you now understand what your ecosystem is all about, the business model, in very simple manners. So you don't need to be very technical. You just need to be the best and simple. And that's very important. And then the critical part, it's time for you to plan for the presentation of the Weon's wedding day. So we have very few days. From what I'll be able to announce, you'll be able to know that we have very few days. But you can be able, you definitely need to let people know about the currency of kindness. You have to talk about Rheonomy chat, which is critical. We're launching it in November 12th. And then find the inspiration by sharing what you know about Rheonomy. Just look at that video from Lesotho, just full of inspiration. You can see our co-owners, they're very, very, very inspired with what they were sharing. And, it's very important, because the way you share, you have only one time impression to share with the global community, and they need to see that come out from you at your best. So just be your best. That's very critical. So what does it mean to experience the best of your future, truly a reality on the Weon's wedding day? And what does Rheonomy ecosystem mean to Africa and the world? That's the thing for you to really clearly understand that. And you really need to make sure people understand that your own experience on Weon's day, and what does the ecosystem mean to Africa and the world. So that's very, very important for your individual countries across the African continent. So it's very important that you capture that as well. And that makes it simpler. So the way we want to do it is just be your best and be simple to really make sure that everything works well. So again, a clear arrangement of people attending Weon's Day, it's going to change your life, because it's not just like any day, like your wedding. I mean, it's meant to be a lifetime opportunity that changes you. You have now got your partner, and you people are going to live your life. So the life that we're going to live after the Weon's Wedding Expo is just meant to change your life, my life. Anyone who is involved with the Weon's and Rheonomy ecosystem, absolutely, you'll never be the same again. So that's critically very important. So if someone wants to know, how is that possible? Then you can be able to look at the different ecosystems that are out there. Look, if you imagine you're able to own Facebook, and you had a day like today, whereby Facebook is saying all the users are going to own and be part of this major global revolution, this could really be powerful. So Weownomy is now replacing Facebook. Absolutely, no doubt about that, because the uniqueness of having the people on the platform is going to make a huge change in their life. They're not only owning a platform, they own their currency, they own Rheonomy Pay, they own the bank, they own the Rheonomy chart, they own everything that will be built in the ecosystem, and that is massive. And again, we're gonna have the best of each one. So we create the best for you, we create the best for the businesses, we create the best for the communities, we create the best of each nation. Just because you're part of Rheonomy, we create the best for the continent of Africa, and we create the best for the whole different continents around the world. So that's very, very important. And this important slide changes everything, okay? So transforming your personal economic lives is the biggest issue. That's why you participate in Weownomy, and that's why you are with us. Because the very first important thing is, why are you a Weownomer? It's not simply because of money. It's you want to change your personal economic lives. So before the event, prepare to share your current personal economic lives. What it is, what is your current situation, and what it means to become a co-owner of Weownomy. That's what you should do. If you get that, you have already finished the presentation that is required on the wedding day. So what is your anticipation of your best of your new future? I mean, that's critical. Now, what does the new personal economic life mean for you with the Weon's currency of kindness? That's a very tricky statement. So when you become better, then what happens? You also turn around and do the best for other people. So the wedding experience is a Weon's Wedding Expo virtual experience, speaks about your current challenges, your current problems personally, and now you have a platform that allows you to dream and accomplish your new future, the best of your new future. And that's the best of your new reality that actually come. Then after the event, what happens? Okay, $170 million, a great start for a new you. So we have 30,000 people or co-owners to be specific. We're gonna walk away with the $170 million in form of the digital Weons, which will be translated or transacted on Rheonomy Pay. So 3 days of the live stream virtual event content, one-on-one sessions with partners, and a platform that facilitates relevant attendee interactions. So even those ones who are not part of co-owners, if you reach out there and want to participate, they can come and see the uniqueness of what those 3 days mean. So before event and after the event is the major part of a virtual experience that we're going to have very soon on that day. So it's also very critical. People have been talking about poverty. So find your new way out of poverty. And that's very unique. Poverty is artificial. Actually, God created us with a lot of freedom, but again, challenges also are part of freedom. And that freedom, people create ways to exploit you, and they create situations that create poverty. What about we have a way out of poverty? And the Weon's wedding day is the only day you'll be able to know practically your new way out of poverty. So you'll be able to see a new life. You can change to a new life. You'll be able to get married with Rheonomy. So it's the whole ecosystem, as they always say, and that ecosystem means you are now fully. If someone talks about Rheonomy negatively, you tell him, I'm married. It's not a joke. Don't play with Rheonomy. This is something serious. You see, for better or worse, you are together with Rheonomy. So a day full of inspiration, empowerment. Empowerment is the Weon's swapping, and the motivation, because people are going to see the new you and they will be motivated to participate in your new day to change your current poverty-related struggles. So you're going to be the very first testimony to the rest of the world. And when they come, they will also be part of that. So be an inspiration for your future. It's a very powerful statement. Simplicity is all about what we are in Rheonomy. You will not see me talking about blockchain and what. We just want to make everything simple. And that's what we want to leave with that. And then it's very easy for even anyone who wants to attack you. If he listens to the message, then he will also join the union. Yeah, so Weownomy is going to marry the whole world. You're going to get married to everyone, you see. So we don't want any confusion because everyone wants to find a new way out of poverty. And we have a unique knowledge-based society, and we have the practicality which goes through Weons to pay people to make their life better. And we also have a platform that will allow many people. We need a lot of people to join, but again, they need to know the uniqueness of what we're going to tell them on our 3 days. So that's something very unique. So Weons, the world's first crypto wedding. Don't miss out on the opportunity to be part of history. Now, this is amazing. You are more than what you have been through. That is a very powerful statement. It means all the sufferings, all the limitations, everyone who has been laughing at you and thinking you'll never make it, and much more bigger, the whole continent. People have never thought that anything good could come out from the African continent. But the African continent is thinking much more bigger than the continent. We are now thinking global. That means we're taking our local problems to make sure that we can also solve the global problems. And the one important thing which makes the Weons Wedding Day very powerful is a new personal income life. We will not talk about roads, we will not talk about anything without talking about you, an individual. Can you be able to have the best of your income life change? If we can do that, we can unite with you to do anything else. This is your opportunity to turn around your dreams into reality. What do you really want to do using a platform like Rheonomy Chat, using Rheonomy Pay, using Rheonomy Web, and any other different ideas that do come through. And we have changed the way you live forever, that is for sure, because you have never had people thinking together, people really thinking about their individual lives changing forever. It has always been a struggle through many different ways, but we have made the revolution simple and with the clarity. And being an inspiration for the world makes you powerful. I told you one day that a movie around Rheonomy will just shock the world, because it's a movie about you and me and the world and everyone involved in it. But the most important question is, are you ready to get married with Rheonomy? And that's what you guys were saying the other day, I do. So you do with the whole ecosystem of Rheonomy. And that's something very unique for you guys there. We're using simplicity, again, to provide people a greater understanding of what we do. But remember this statement, you are more than what you have been through. So that means you are a conqueror, you have succeeded, and the celebration is the new you. And so don't really think that you remain poor. You're no longer poor. It's just a matter of few days to change what your personality is and anything. So when we say you are more than what you have been through, we are not saying you'll be arrogant when you change, because once you change, you get freedom. And if you don't know how to control freedom, you can run into terrible ways of direction. So we believe we want to be rich, we want to be successful, but remain obedient, remain humble, and let's focus and complete what we need to do, because a lot of people are looking to you. So when they look at you and you're arrogant, it's another big problem. They will say, what is the problem with these people? So it will provide even many other people out there to see that we are a truly organized community, And anyone who doubts can come and see what we are all about, okay? So it's time to change your future from your current life story is not good, definitely. Every one of you, you have a different life story, and you want to change it to what? The best of your new future. And what is the best of your new future? Anything that you wanted to become, you now need to figure out. You want to become a musician, you want to become a CEO, you want to become an entrepreneur, you want to become anything that you wanted to be, or if you don't even know, you can just find it out through the ecosystem. Poverty is a major limitation. And what happens? Weons is a new way to change your current poverty situation, right? So it's unique that Weons will touch each and everyone globally, more powerful than what Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency has done so far. The pain of what you have gone through, I mean, that is so serious. You can't really walk away. The reason why all of you guys are very enthusiastic is because individually you have your different way of what you've gone through with the pain that you have. And our goal is to give you a new sustainable personal income. I mean, if you have money, and I can repeat it many times, you can be able to achieve and you can be able to eliminate any kind of pain in your life. But again, you have to you have to have a better character. So sometimes when you get out of pain, don't go with that pain in your new life and don't carry it as a way to revenge to anyone. Just go with the new life and let the pain just be part of what you've been through and just a lesson to help you, guide you to also help others who are going through the same pain. So what it's all about, the Weons Expo, it's finally saying your dream has come true. And that's very, very important. It's another way to say, create your new day. And another way to say, you are not alone. The statement, you are not alone, is very powerful. The reason the continent of Africa is in the position where we are, it's because of the apathy and isolation, okay? So that isolation has brought us a lot of problems, and individually, we all look like different countries that are alone, but this time around, we have an opportunity to say, we are not alone, we are united, and Rheonomy provides you your inner wealth. First of all, you feel rich. Out wealth, you touch the wealth. You can touch the house, you can touch the car, you can touch anything that you really want. And that's what you guys want to really have. So right now, you have your inner wealth, and then you're gonna experience your out wealth. And that's what Africa has lost out. Governments have tried it, everything have tried it, but the only way you can be rich in this world is if you have a business that can reach out to millions of people. And if you own it, so how many people own these big businesses? Like Pick and Pay, like all these major businesses that are out there. Because you don't own it, then the person who owns it makes a lot of money. But because we own the economy has to produce, and we have to protect the economy. So our goal is to create an event that will change lives. This is not just a simple party. This is a historical opportunity, okay? So this will be an opportunity like never before, with over 10,000 people attending from every corner of the earth, coming together in unity on one common ground, seeking success through empowerment. And a lot of people have abused the word empowerment, but for me, when I use the word empowerment, we talk about the Weons. It's all about money, and the money has to really make that impact, all while sharing knowledge with others about Weownomy, seeking similar goals for themselves and their families. So not only is it about empowerment, but also sharing knowledge about Weownomy. So that's very, very critical that we really and the standard. So the Weownomy Expo is for you. The wedding day is actually for you. And what does that mean? The future is now. 1, we are blessed. 2, a day of hope. 3, your inspiration. 4, you finally get your new personal income lives change. So that's very important. Number 1, we have now the true economic solutions to end poverty. We can't end poverty if we cannot deal with the individual personal economic lives, okay? And then your new reality, you can be able to go and do anything because you now can be able to achieve the best of you. Most of us are living the worst of ourselves, but now once you have the best of you, you have the commitment to end poverty. Actually, the commitment is for me, you, and everyone who's going to attend, and anyone who are the co-owners who are going to be able to participate in the cash outs worth $170 million to have that commitment to end poverty. So it doesn't stop with us. We take it all over the world. So that's the biggest message for today. Okay, now the live Weownomy crypto wedding day announcement is just going to go live shortly. But before it goes live, I'll just go with one statement to say it's going to be a day like no other. And it will be the wedding of the year. You'll be able to immerse yourself in a 3-day full of fun activities that will make this wedding day unforgettable. So just try to really popularize Rheonomy in a very fun way. And I've seen you guys have a lot of fun videos in the groups, and that's very important. So join us to celebrate love and unity with Rheonomy ecosystem. So from there, I will pause and go ahead with Mzanzi radio station and just allow you guys to guess, to know when the wedding day will be. And shortly then I will be able to announce. So on that day, Shaba, you can go ahead. Do we have Mzanzi radio station with us? Hello, Mzanzi, are you there? I think they are offline. Let me try and reach out and see if they are online.
Yes, we are here, Dada.
Yes, I have paused because the final slide is just about the wedding day.
Yes, we good. We could see a lot of excitement on YouTube. We could see a lot of excitement on every corners of our Zoom. Everything is just running through. The presentation was off the hook.
Very articulate.
Can you take us?
Thank you.
So we have just a little bit of time. It is 3 o'clock, but I guess we'll just, run it through with the questions right now. As you've gone through the Zoom meeting, I hope everybody has heard everything that you had to say in great detail, of course. Now, you do know that we had people coming in with the Telegram questions right from day before yesterday, right up until yesterday night, after Mr. Shaba's show at 9 p.m. So many of them have been coming through. But what I've noticed is that most people have, of course, a lot of questions concerning the IT problems that they've been facing, but I know that has been alleviated, right?
Yes, absolutely. I know the IT team, they have a very powerful support system. and they have actually, we have a team of around 14 people, I think, who are doing a very good work, and to really make sure they can attend to as many situations that our shareholders, our co-owners are facing. And absolutely, we want to make sure that every one of them are very comfortable, so that when we go to the wedding day, there's no one who's left behind.
Understandable. So let's go straight into the questions. I've got Michael Zambo, who says, morning, Rheonomers. I want to ask this. If I'm a Class C owner with 224 Weons, but would like to have 500 Weons, for example, can I do that after the wedding day? Also, can I purchase Class B Weons by holding on to Class C Weons?
Yes, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. And at any time, even you can do it on the wedding day, because we have those ones who are cashing out, we have those ones who are investing, we have those ones who are exchanging, we have the home ownership program going in. So we will have all these different multiple streams where if people want to do the cash outs, they'll just be on one side. Those ones who want to invest will also be dealing in one different digital space. So it will be a digital space of any different activities that we are lining for that day. And I think we will also have it on the agenda so that people will be able to look at the agenda and they can know where they want to go for those particular activities.
Thank you so much for that. Second question from Malitabi Mosau. I hope I pronounced that correctly. She says, please help me. If I've overpaid Class C shares since the 24th of October and I need the account to be verified, I tried making a ticket, but there was no help with the Coinbase. So she thinks that she has given an overpayment receipt, and only then would she then have taken kindly to ask for the account to be approved. So what does she do in that instance?
I think our team can really attend to a situation. She can just address it to them, or if she's not, we can then maybe take it up to Mother Belly, who can adequately assist. And I think he has had that. We can do that. I hope even on the wedding day, we can have the IT team to also still assist people, because it will be a very highly interactive event. So people will be assisted, so that we don't want it to be very disorderly, so people can feel happy. And any confusion, they should know that we'll have an IT team on alert to just deal with any of the challenges that will come up, so that everyone feels comfortable.
Understandable. Thank you. We are still taking in phone calls. Do remember it's 10 minutes after 3 right now, so we're stretching it just a little bit for you guys to have time to come and ask those necessary questions. That number is 078-910-8259, and of course you can catch us on Telegram on 078-832-1046. How are the callers coming through there, Mr. S?
At the moment, we just have a quiet because the CRO is still answering some questions. So the caller just dropped, but we're still waiting for more callers to come in.
So Simpiwe Nhlapo says, Mr. CEO, hello, I have registered for D shares. We've got another call. Can we just take the call quickly?
Hi, caller. Can you take us through? Are we good yourself? Yes.
So if I get the question correctly, Ma, you're asking how many days will it take for you to receive confirmation of your payment if you have made shares?
I didn't hear that quickly. Just maybe to summarize, I didn't hear that clearly.
Hi, caller. How are you, Tejastro?
We're very well, thank you. What is your question to the CEO? I think this question was answered on last week's show, but if you can clarify it for them, there, Mr. CEO.
Hello?
Hello. I think they're asking the same question that was asked last week. If you want to purchase a house, how do you go about it after you have been freed from your debt, according to the debt-free program?
Oh yeah, this is what is going to happen. Let me just show you a practical example about the house issue.
Mr. Lee.
Just a moment. That's a good question. I would just like to show you what can really happen so that people can get this question clearly understood. So, all right. So this is a good approach from Namibia. I have this good. I think I'm gonna show you my email. So this is a real estate program. So this lady is saying, "Good morning, sir. I trust you're fine. I'm okay. My name is Leah Lipinge. I'm an estate agent from northern part of Namibia. I got your email from Mrs. Apollinia, one of your members. She said I should email you the list of properties I have for sale in our towns. She mentioned that you'd like to buy houses for them, houses in our town." So what this means, she also shared a detailed program. So this is what we need. So the list of the property for sale in northern part of Namibia. And then she was able to even show the 2-bedroom, 1 bathroom, and then the currencies against it. And also further to that, we also need, the paperwork needs to be done from the real estate people who are involved with that. And then we have a portion of Weowns, which can now be represented with the Namibian currency. And then that contract that is able to be signed, first of all, there should be a contract signed. And I think this, the lady is explaining very well with all these different options that are there. And finally, he provides the whole process of the transfer cost payable to the attorney and stuff like that. So everything that needs to really show that there's that new kind of ownership that can go through you. And then that will definitely be represented in our new website that is going to be, that will also go live before the Weowns Day, and then it will be practically used on those 3 days. So for now, we just need to have as much information that you can be able to, so don't just use the website to just say, I want a house of ABCD, but you need to have real factual details about it. Like the team in Namibia, they've been able to really go out, get those people, and then get those particulars, and you can easily use those particulars and any kind of a purchasing contract that is involved, which again is converted through Weowns, and then Weowns is also converted back through the currency, the specific currency. If it's in your country, like in this case, Namibia, they get that money into their local currency. If it's in South Africa, they get it in rands. If it's in Lesotho, they get it in Maloti. As simple as that. But it should show that it's going to be owned by the co-owner. And there should be paperwork confirming that indeed that they're going to transfer that to you. And then you become the new owner of it. Just simple like that. It will work very well. And then in addition to the debt-free program, it also needs to also work like that. You need to have proof of real settlement of debt that is required, with paperwork that is also required. for you to fill up on the website. And then it's followed up with that financial institution involved in that debt transaction. That's what we deal with. Like even for the housing, we don't give you the money. We give the person or the organization or the company that is going to deal with the transaction. You only sign up on it and you only receive the property, and that's it. You will only receive the cash when you're dealing with your cash outs for your own portion of the WIONs. But when it comes to the debt-free personal security program, that one is totally dealt with the other parties, not you. For you, it's just to complete all that is required in the agreement, and you get that. You're able to get the ownership, and that's the most important thing that will happen on your side. I hope I've been able to clarify those two questions.
I hope that question is finally clarified as well. I know it was asked so many times last week on the show. So many people are interested, of course, in how the debt-free program will work, and I understand where that's coming from. So here's another one from Felicia. It says, this was about the downliner though. The downline is still paid right now and get paid on the wedding day. Currently is in class B and would like to upgrade. Same question as last week. How do you upgrade from one class to the other?
I think the whole process has been made very easy with most of the interactive videos that our IT team has put out. And I think if they can follow up, there's on that website of Rheonomy Members Global, there's all those interactive videos that really do show how someone can go through the upgrading and get to really pay that. So I think that would be much more easier for them. But it's easy. But the whole process is being demonstrated on the videos. We encourage them, if they can go to our YouTube channel, they can see all of these different important videos. But again, maybe if they're not very good in doing that, we can then also encourage, and we'll also have that as an opportunity during the WION's wedding day to have an option to really demonstrate to people. It may look simple to others, but others may look very complex. So we can do that on the WION's live wedding day to really help people to go through all the different cycles. So those ones who want to be part of the community, those ones who want to upgrade in different, to different other classes. And, anything that people need to know about the ecosystem, we will definitely be able to use those 3 days to make sure that no one comes out of there without understanding any different piece of our ecosystem. I think it will be important that the people asking the question, or co-owners, they'll also be satisfied that we'll also have a special digital space for the IT people who will definitely demonstrate. And I think they've been doing that every Saturdays, but I think it also has to be continuous so that people can really understand every different step repetitively, and then they get to understand all these different questions that they keep asking all the time.
Thank you so much for that. We've got another caller on the line. Hello, what's your name and how are you? Good afternoon. Who am I speaking to?
And we also get help because we also want to the upper because one of the idea and the more school, but the
I see. Thank you so much for that question to the CEO. Is there any program in place to help out with feeding schemes, for lack of a better word, in communities that lack thereof?
I think that one will be a great idea for the virtual agencies. If such an idea can go through the virtual agencies, it would be wonderful. Then it can specifically target that kind of a community. And then, yes, it's under the debt-free personal economic security program to be able to address that. But it will be good if we have it under the virtual agency, and then you bring that idea under that virtual agency, because the virtual agency can address as many people as possible. So are you talking of 500 people? Are you talking of how many people? That will be much more easier, because there is the debt-free personal security program, which deals with individuals, but again, it deals with companies, it deals with communities, it deals with non-governmental organizations, all of these different section communities that you're in. So that's a unique section community, and I would really encourage them to really have it under the virtual agency, and then they can have those people on board, and even through the free co-ownership arrangement, which they don't need to pay anything, and they can benefit individually, and then they can also use that opportunity to also apply.
Thank you so much for that. We have another call on the line. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, who am I speaking to?
Okay, you're speaking to this friend in South Africa. Yeah, I just want to ask a question to the CEO.
Yes, what's your question, sir?
The question is, cryptocurrency is a key movement when it especially the changes that you have outside, that process makes the value either go up or to drop. Maybe you will kindly revisit the weapon on a model. Why and how the weapon move from $0 to $90? And what will make the weapon move from the current value upward? Can you just read that was the way a lot of people really understand that? Looking at weapon actually not present, but their value is right up already. So it needs the whole process on why and how when that back. Thank you very much.
Do you hear that, Mr. CEO?
I was just hearing the echo. I didn't hear it clearly.
I think he wants to know how the upgrade works from one group to the next. And of course, the Weons, if you could maybe revisit how Weons work.
Oh, he's asking about the upgrades with the Weons, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. No, it definitely, anyone and all the co-owners, including the new co-owners, will be coming on board definitely through their Rheonomy Pay account. It will be much more easier to use that section to be able to do any upgrades, to be able to do any other external activities involving any financial transactions, including anything that they need to purchase or any goods and services. So it will be easier for them to simply take a decision using their Rheonomy Pay account to either pay for upgrades or to either involve in any financial transactions that they would like. So it's just going to be much more easier like that. But I think also on the other side, I think also the IT team wants to make an automatic upgrading system, which I think they're working on. So that will also be able to simplify a great deal of work on behalf of co-owners in that regard. But I think it will be linked with Weownomy Pay for those automatic upgrades that they want to do. And we just want to know if those automatic upgrades will be ready by the time we do announce the wedding day, which is going to go live today with the announcements that we'll be able to announce the dates today. So there's going to be quite a lot, but the team is working on the debt-free program website. And, but all in all, it's just going to be possible because we have an ecosystem that allows all our co-owners to definitely participate, and they can use their account for upgrades. They can use the account for any financial transaction they want to do internally within the company or externally out of the company. Are we there, Mzanzi? Are we still online, Mzanzi registration?
It's like they disconnected. Let me connect them back in that.
Okay.
Thank you. Nari Peter?
Yes, Nadel.
I'm not sure where the problem with
Thank
Mzanzi
you.
is.
Greetings, CEO. Greetings to you. Hello, CEO.
Yes, I'm good. How are you? We are still waiting
fine.
from Mzanzi.
Yes.
We
Okay,
wanna.
let me just say that, Peter.
I'm calling all the way from Botswana.
Yes,
My
Director,
name-
please hold on a minute.
All right.
Yes, I wanted to say we have a few people here in the deputy who have questions, and I thought maybe while we are waiting for Mzanzi to come back, we can allow maybe one or two to ask that question, just so that we don't go silent. Okay, over to you on that day, Chair.
Okay, thank you so much. Good afternoon, CEO. Once
I'm
again,
good. How are you?
I'm good. Once again, thank you so much for the amazing presentation that you just done.
Thank you.
My question is just a simple one.
Yes.
We are expecting to sign up on the Weownomy Pay platform.
Yes.
And
Yes.
today you are about to announce the wedding day date.
Yes.
The question is, when will the Weownomy Pay platform be ready for us to sign on it so that we get paid through it as we have been made to understand? That's the question.
Yes.
I don't know whether I'm clear enough.
Yes, absolutely. We'll answer it two ways. On my side, the acquiring bank has finalized all the processes that we require, and I'm getting all the confirmation today. And the other question, or the other part of the answer, will also be answered by Nadel Tebeli, who's doing the testing on the platform. Nadel Tebeli, possibly, can you answer that?
Yes, Naripit. Let me not give the specific date because I only got into the platform today fully to do the actual testing of the platform. So if it's today, it's Wednesday, Thursday, yeah. Today and tomorrow we'll be doing an extensive testing of the platform, and yeah. Well, also what we are trying to figure out is to whether we'll be able to import the users that are already on our platform. That is what I'm actually looking into, to avoid the case where people will be creating their accounts individually, and it's going to be a lot of challenges. I know I have experience in that. So we're actually looking into that, and I think I shouldn't give the date as to when we can now open it for everybody to start registering, but that will be very soon, probably this week. Let me just say that.
Okay, understood, sir. The final question, sir, is regarding this debt-free, question, security issue. I've not been able to comprehend well, like I didn't comprehend well the last, Zoom, whether when you buy any movable property, like say vehicles, will you require the supplier to be to have an account with Weownomy, or the supplier just has to provide his details and proof that he's going to sell you the house or the car or the cattle or whatever? I just want clarity on that one, and I thank you. That's the last question.
Yeah, no, absolutely. They don't need to have an account with us, though definitely they will want to have to create one if they have many of those related businesses. We just need you to have Rheonomy Pay account, and they can just provide us their external account, which it does not necessarily need to be the one of Rheonomy Pay, so that we can be able to accomplish this transaction, because Rheonomy Pay allows you to deal transactions internally and externally. So we are not forcing them to open Rheonomy Pay account with us. But if they want, definitely, and they see they can get a lot of leverage with a lot of transactions, they can open with us. But initially, they just need to have the external accounts, and that's what you're able to do, and also an agreement or purchase contract or something like that, which indicates that you're involved in it and you want the transaction to be accomplished. So that's what is needed.
Because in this particular instance, Peter, normally when you buy something like a car from a motor dealer, they give you a quotation by the way of pro forma invoice.
Yes.
That tells, which can have even their banking details, that tells you that they have offered you that particular car for sale to you. Will the pro forma invoice be good enough a proof of evidence? Because
Absolutely.
Being the local people, you may actually want to be transferring money straight to their local account, and for us to receive the whatever property we are getting.
Yeah, it's sufficient.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, CEO.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm Bufelo calling from Botswana.
Okay.
Yes. I want to understand something here concerning the property, particularly houses. I understand the houses will be bought for us. Now, the thing that is hanging from my end is how much price are we looking at? Prices, in terms of prices.
Yeah, the Weownomy does not look at any limitation. It's what you want and the particulars you have around the documentations around what you have. So what you want, and if you have the documentation, and if that person is willing to allow you to purchase it, that's the only thing we want. And then you can be able to fill it up on the system.
Oh, okay. Yeah. My last request will go to Ntatele Tebele. Ntatele Tebele, I have about 4 of my downlines who passed on, and I've forwarded requests, including their death certificate, affidavits of those who the shares can be transferred to, but I have not yet been assisted, or they have not been assisted. And it's already payday. Kindly help us on that regard. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Yes, I have Mzanzi back online. That Peter, me Bufelo from Botswana. I'll look into your issue. Just that today is not my platform. But let me check on my emails and assign the team who will help you on that. Thank you very much. Over to you, Mzanzi.
All right. Dr. Peter?
Yes, people are waiting for the wedding day, so they are really patient. They want to make sure that we talk about it. I can hear they're getting agitated.
Yes, there is a question on YouTube from Tulane Mshusha. I really want to know about the question that asks how is the Rheonomy coin went from $0 to $92, yet it has not been traded yet. This is not a negative comment. I'm curious. That's what he said.
Okay, no, that is a very technical question. So definitely it involves a unique platform, Uniswap Exchange, which actually had to look through. I took time to tell people exactly. They look at different factors, and one of the factors is the uniqueness of the platform and the people we have. So we had to give them all the different information that we have, and then we used a unique, latest price range that they created in there. So the first price range we started with was 57, but they went down to 55, and then they're using what they call algorithms. Algorithms looking at the people who get to involve. So we spent more than $20,000 for the people who got to trade it initially. And we created a pool, a small pool, which started building up a liquidity. And then it locked up the price from 65, which went up to 92. So we stopped the trading of it to just allow an organized arrangement, which is now going to start much bigger before even the trading, the Weon's wedding day. And again, what happens with the cryptocurrencies, the bigger the community, the easier the value that is involved. And so everything that we do, like the debt-free program, and also the arrangement to have the uniqueness of remittance transactions, social media users are going to use it. It will jump much further than what you currently see at 92. And that's, it's the bigger the community. So the community also helps to impact all of this. And so it's all that arrangement. I'll try and do that presentation specifically because today is a way, Weon's live wedding day announcement. I wouldn't want to go on too much that, but I'll try and do a special presentation over the weekend on Sunday so that people can actually see the whole purpose of how that can happen and how those price ranges are being developed and everything that we have currently. So on Sunday, I will be able to definitely educate our co-owners to better understand that.
Thank you for answering that, sir.
Yes.
I think for now we can just give it to you because now we realize that callers, they actually call while they're having other lines on, and that's creating a lot of room of echo that's coming to us on our side and with their questions.
Okay, so can I proceed to declare the...
So for now, I would like to actually...
So I can proceed?
Yes.
Okay, so thank you very much again. All right, thank you, Mzanzi. Thank you, all our co-owners. And I hope you're very excited. I'm just going to move forward with one more slide, which you should be able to declare the wedding date. Just mark the dates, and then after you know about these dates, we're gonna have a scheduled program, which should come out on Sunday. So so that you'll know what needs to happen going forward. So thank you very much. And now moving forward to explain. So one more slide, which takes us to the whole wedding day announcement. So the best way to get married with Rheonomy, we have 4 factors. You're gonna have a VIP experience. We are bringing you a unique, personalized, and unforgettable experience with our partners, as well as an educational edutainment activities at the virtual space. And then we'll have a unique experience that can be missed from sharing your Rheonomy journey, which is amazing. Rheonomy and both Weon's experience and the perfect blend of our wedding days, both the Weons and the people. And the best of both worlds is the Weons and the ecosystem. So that's the most important thing. And then as we go officially live to declare the wedding day, which definitely is just gonna be historical for many factors as we look at all that we've presented today. So as for you, everyone, we're gonna count 10. If you guys can count 10, if you finished, let me know so that I announce the wedding day.
Yeah, we're on and on. Are you ready to count, people? Are you ready? Can we start?
Yes. Let me hear when you count.
10,
9, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 2.5, 1, 1.5, 1.25. Can you feel it?
29 up to the 31st of October. So that is the official wedding day, is from the 29th up to the 31st of October. So that means from next week, Friday. 29th is what? Which date? Yes. So one memorable moment. 29th of October to 31st.
On Friday.
October. Yes. So you guys are going to have very exciting times, and we're going to release the program this Sunday for all of you to see all the interactions that we'll have on the 29th and up to 31st of October. And it's going to be a memorable moment for everyone involved. Weons and Rheonomy Pay experience for 30,000 co-owners, an immersive experience for all attendees. Try and call all of your loved ones. Guests will be able to participate in personalized meetings with our partners and to learn more about Rheonomy ecosystem, and 3 days of the live streaming. And so we're gonna, so the whole of Sunday will be the whole schedule of what will happen on those 3 days. And so it requires your participation. And again, by then, Rheonomy Pay will be ready. Our ecosystem will be ready. And over to you guys. I think now you know, finally, the wedding day dates. Okay, all right. So thank you very much. We had finished our presentation. The official wedding day announcement is out there, and I hope it makes a difference in your life. It's still in October, not November. So I hope everyone now is not angry.
Yeah, it's still in October.
Hey, that's crazy, you know.
So I think everyone is excited. Yeah.
A copy on every corner of the social media platform.
are very excited.
I know there were a couple of people. Yeah, very, very excited.
They are so happy.
Wonderful.
They are so happy. Emojis are just jumping. So, Mr. CEO, it was a very great one. Then
Mzanzi?
the night is going to be long for everybody.
Hello, Mzanzi?
Yes, it's going to long. Yeah, it works.
Mzanzi?
Yes, sir. Are we all here?
Yeah, you are not clear on your side, but I think we are done. Not unless there's anything that the CEO wants to do, but there was your line wasn't very clear. We couldn't hear what you had to say. I'll just take about 2 or 3 hands because the session today wasn't about. I think the most important thing has been is now done. I will just say people. Yes, Mel, is it Mel Lulu?
I don't have a question.
Mel Khatiso? Okay.
I think it's very far because on our side we'll take
Thank you very much. I think I'm trying to unmute people here and they don't have questions. Dare Peter?
Yes, Ndade Litabeli.
I'm not sure that if you allow me, I can end the meeting here. I think people are now.
Absolutely. You can end the meeting. The agenda is accomplished.
Yes, no. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We'll take it. We'll open the lines from here. We'll hear from the people. What is their saying? You can just trade it off from their side there. Hi, Kola. How are you? Hi.